as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C.
Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that one will bounce out. To the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got his tight end Fant, and he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's Baker throwing on first down, and his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. On 4th down, Baker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Lance now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Lance buying time to his left. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to get him for a loss of about 3. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
To try again after the sack. Lance. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll go for it. Lance. Rolling to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Baker. And that nearly intercepted. Yeah, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance, that's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Under 10, 10. Flag blue.
Now Lance. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Black shot.
Give me some. Here we go. Watch out.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. Steps away. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check back 45. Check back 45. Too late.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Try to punch it in with Taylor, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Baker. He's got Watkins on the out route. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw. Baker. They'll find Nwangu underneath. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Baker, off play action, sliding out of the pocket. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They can really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Lance. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Baker. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And this is caught by Watkins. On the move past the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Baker over the middle. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Baker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. 95. Here we go. Watch the pass. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Lance going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Here's Langford. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Kill.
Pause, red. Ready, go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance, touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points in the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Baker to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Nwangu. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now it's Nwangu, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the run is Nwangu. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Commanders 7. Daniel Carlson sets the kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than 1 per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Baker now on 1st and 10.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Baker. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Looking to throw. Baker. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nwangu. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kene Nwangu.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Commanders 15. Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the sack on first down, Lance rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And Lance now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Let's go. Block 40. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. 955. 955.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Yellow.
55 mark, 55. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Desperation time here. Lance flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run with Nwangu. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Baker. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game and trusting.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kene Nwangu, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyquan Thornton, 41 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 148 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Baker. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there,